First of all, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to Neha Mataji and Atul Prabhu for being very kind to offer your house for today's Bhakti Vriksha program. So let us express our gratitude to them by loudly chanting Hari Bol 3 times. Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I would also like to express my gratitude to all of you for going through the inconvenience of a change in venue. As much as we would like to thank Zarna Mataji and Dipankar Prabhu's family for keeping the venue steady for almost a year, more than a year actually, right? So, and for reasons which are beyond our control, we have had to have change of venue. So, thank you very much for the inconvenience, because you get used to driving in one place, but that is the nature of the material world. In the material world, nothing is permanent. Change is the only thing which is permanent in the material world. So Krishna is everywhere, right? So soon we may even get used to the habit of different venues. Okay, we'll start because we are slightly behind schedule today. So everyone has got printouts. So we will have bhajan for the day today. We'll try and do as fast as we can so that we keep to the time in this program. So last week we learnt a bhajan called as Sri Guru Ashtakam. Correct? So today we will ask any one of you to sing it. Who volunteered last time? Nobody volunteered. Okay. So do you want to sing that? एक line एक ही बार कर कीजिए. So that then फिर time ये हो जाएगा. ठीक है. All of you please sing with your whole heart. Okay. This is a bhajan we all have to learn. It's very important bhajan. Yeah. संसारदावनललितलोका प्रणय कारुण्य गणगणातुम् प्राप्तस्य कल्याणानवस्य वन्दे गुरु श्री चरणरविन्दम् महाप्रभु कीर्तन नित्य गीता पारित्यमाद्यान् मनसुरसेना रोमाञ्चकं पाशुतरङ्गभजो वन्दे गुरु श्री चरणरविन्दम् श्रीविग्रहाराधन नित्यानाना शृङ्गारतन्मन्दिरमज्जनादो युक्तस्य भक्त्यां च नियुञ्जतोऽपि वन्दे गुरु श्री चरणरविन्दम् चतुर्विधा श्री भगवत्प्रसादो स्वादन्नतृप्तान् हरिभक्तसङ्घान् त्वैव तृप्तिं भजत सदैव वन्दे गुरु श्रीचरणरविन्दम् श्रीराधिका माधवयोरपार माधुर्यलीला गुणरूपनाम्नाम् प्रतिक्षणा स्वास्या वन्दे गुरु श्रीचरणरविन्दम् निकुञ्जयो नौरतिकेलिशेद्धाय यायालिभिर्योक्तिरपेक्षणीया तत्र त्रिदाक्ष्यारतिवल्लभस्य वन्दे गुरु श्रीचरणरविन्दम् साक्षाद्धरित्वेन समस्तशास्त्रे उक्तस्तथा भाव्यथ एव शद्वी किन्तु प्रभो या प्रिय एव तस्य वन्दे गुरु श्रीचरणरविन्दम् यस्य प्रसादान् भगवत्प्रसादो यस्य प्रसादान् न गति कुतोऽपि यायां सुवांस्तस्य यशस्त्रीसन्ध्यां वन्दे गुरु श्रीचरणरविन्दम् संसारदावनललितलोका प्रणयकारुण्य गणगणात्मम् प्राप्तस्य कल्याणगुणार्णवस्य वन्दे गुरु श्रीचरणरविन्दम् Hare Krishna. Very nice. Okay. So this Guru Ashtakam is obviously the translation is very long. So now you know where it is. So you can put it and see that, look up the translation at home. Okay. On your own. So today we'll go now to the next section. I think you all already did Japa, na? You already did Japa. Okay. So what we'll do is, anyone who has not introduced himself or herself in this program. Okay. So we'll do the part B of the Satsanga. I'm sure all of you have enrolled for His Holiness Devamrit Swami Maharaja's retreat. But if you haven't had the opportunity to do so, please do so. Okay. It's a very good experience. Please take full advantage of His Holiness Devamrit Swami Maharaja's presence. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. There are some announcements that were to be made, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that towards the end of the program. Because my wife is very good with announcements. She does that all the time. I'm very bad with announcements. Because when I start announcing, I forget what I'm announcing. So I don't even know. So I'm not going to do that. All right. We will go for the verse for today. Today we have a very beautiful verse from Bhagavad Gita. This is Bhagavad Gita chapter 2. We are continuing our chapter 2 journey, and this is from 62. Now we are coming to the end of the Bhagavad Gita second chapter. This verse is towards the end. Bhagavad Gita 2.62. So I'll say it first, then you all can repeat. Then one of you can say it, then everybody will repeat. And another one of you can say it, then everybody will repeat. Like that we'll do 3 or 4 times, so that ये मन में वो धुन बैठ जाएगा उसका वो भगवद गीता का. ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंस ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंस संगस्तेषु पजायते संगस्तेषु पजायते संगात् संजायते कामा संगात् संजायते कामा कामात् क्रोधोऽभिजायते कामात् क्रोधोऽभिजायते ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंस संगस्तेषु पजायते संगात् संजयते कामा कामक्रोधोऽभिजायते. Anyone?
ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसा
ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंस
संगस्तेषु जायते
संगस्तेषु पजायते
संगस्तजो जायते कामा
संगात् संजयते कामा
कामात् क्रोधोऽभिजायते
कामात् क्रोधोऽभिजायते.
ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसा
ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंस
संगस्तेषु पजायते
संगस्तेषु पजायते
संगात् संजयते कामा
संगात् संजयते कामा
कामात् क्रोधोऽभिजायते
कामात् क्रोधोऽभिजायते.
ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंस
ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंस
संगस्तेषु पजायते
संगस्तेषु पजायते
संगात् संजायते कामः
संगात् संजायते कामा
कामात् क्रोधोऽभिजायते
कामात् क्रोधोऽभिजायते. Men's liberation.
ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसा
ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंस
संगस्तेषु उपजायते
संगस्तेषु पजायते
संगत् संजयते कामा
संगात् संजयते कामा
कामत् क्रोधोऽभिजायते
कामात् क्रोधोऽभिजायते. देख के ही पढ़ना है.
ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसा
ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंस
संगस्तेषु उपजायते
संगस्तेषु पजायते
संगात् संजायते कामा
संगात् संजयते कामा
कामत् क्रोधोऽभिजायते
कामात् क्रोधोऽभिजायते. Okay, now we'll do an exercise. We'll turn it over and then we'll attempt. साथ में ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसां संगस्तेषु पजायते संगात् संजयते कामा I don't know who I'm clapping for. I'm clapping for everyone. सब लोग ने बोला, किसी ने देखा नहीं. देखो, this is the power of sound vibration. If you keep on hearing this every day, अपने आप by heart हो जाएगा. Just by sound. Somebody who's trying to teach me harmonium, though I'm a very poor student still. I was telling him, ये सुर की पहचान कैसे होती है? How people are able to sing when others are singing? How do they know which button to press? खुद गाते हैं, no? तो फिर भी थोड़ा कंट्रोल आ जाता है, but दूसरे गाते हैं तो. He said that you have to understand, by just by hearing. First, obviously, you have to do alankar. When you do alankar, what do? You do sa re ga ma, like that, right? So, sorry, sa re ga ma, whatever. So you have to keep on doing ऊपर नीचे, you have to do it for, he said 6-8 महीना करो, तब जाके आपको साउंड वो बैठ जाएगा आपका मन में. तो कोई भी कुछ बोलेगा तो then you will know हाँ ये कौन सा धुन बोल रहा है. So like that, Sanskrit verses also like that. By how did we learn our mother tongue? किसी ने तो क्लास तो नहीं दिया, बचपन के बाद nobody sent us to गुजराती कोचिंग क्लास, ऐसा तो किसी ने भेजा नहीं. करेक्ट, अपने यहाँ पेरेंट्स का साउंड वाइब्रेशन सुन के समझ गए, और उनके भाव से वो भी समझ गए कि ये चिल्ला रहे हैं या प्यार से बोल रहे हैं. करेक्ट नो? वो भी समझ गए, राइट? So that is how Sanskrit is also like that. तो these mantras, if you keep on hearing, वो wave में अपने आप बैठ जाएगा. So it's a good idea sometimes at home, okay, to put that song and then keep on hearing. All Bollywood songs, how do we remember? मैं शायर तो नहीं, वो कैसे याद रहा? वो नहीं, वो सबसे कैसा याद रहता है? Because सुन के वो बिना का गीत माला या जो भी है, तो then वो बैठ गया मन में, सब वर्ड्स याद है, मरते दम तक याद रहेगा पूरा गाना. करेक्ट. So this is also like that. By hearing, very easily one will be able to then recite these verses. So that is a trick. Okay. So now this has got a beautiful meaning. So we would like someone, I'll read it first, then one of you can read. First I'll read, then everyone can repeat. While contemplating the objects of the senses, a person develops attachment for them. And from such attachment, lust develops. And from lust, anger arises. What a verse this is. Now, first what we'll do, repeat, and then I'll tell you a story by which you'll understand it completely. Okay, who wants to say?
While contemplating the objects,
पूरा बोलिए.
The object.
a person develops attachment for them, and from such attachment lust develops, and from lust anger arises.
Very good. अली जी, आप बोलिए.
While contemplating the objects of the senses, a person develops attachments for them, and from such attachment lust develops, and from lust anger arises.
Anyone? Go ahead, read. Anyone wants to hear?
While contemplating the objects of the senses, a person develops attachment for them, and from such attachment lust develops, and from lust anger arises.
Okay. Which is more important, the Sanskrit or the English? Sanskrit, sure. Suppose I tell you, जाए तो विषयान पुंसान, कितना बार बोला संगस्तेषु पजायते, संगत संजयते कामा. क्या था उसका मतलब, क्या बोल रहे हो आप? So therefore, what is more important? Meaning. Otherwise, Bhagavad Gita is, popat can also recite, right? So first, we have to, every Bhagavad Gita shloka when we do, we have to meditate on the meaning. You know why? Because Krishna has spoken this. That's why it's very important. Bhagavan ने खुद बोला है सब अर्जुन को. Just imagine. What we are hearing here is what Krishna told Arjun. This is not some ordinary philosopher telling somebody. Bhagavan is telling this. Okay. Now, what is the address of this house?
11 Starburst Avenue.
11 Starbuck Avenue. Starburst Avenue. Okay. Let us say 15 Starburst Avenue में auction हो रहा है. Beautiful 2-storied house. Okay. And then what happens? What is the price? Price यहाँ पे क्या चल रहा है आजकल?
800, 900.
800. लिखा है 650. First class house. Okay. Then what happens? चलिए ना, जाते हैं ना ऑक्शन के लिए, ले लेते हैं. सो वी हैव टू गो फॉर, व्हाट डू वी गो फॉर? इंस्पेक्शन. पहले उधर होता है ना. नाउ रीड दिस वर्स. अब आप इंस्पेक्शन में अंदर गए. नाउ व्हाट आर यू डूइंग? एक एक रूम देख रहे हो. While contemplating the objects of the senses, because अभी what are you doing now? You are contemplating. मैं यहाँ खाना बनाऊंगी, ऊपर आप सो रहे होंगे, अजी सुनते हो, मैं ऊपर से आऊंगा नीचे, लेकिन मुझे बाथरूम जाना है, लेकिन अटैच टॉयलेट है उधर ऊपर, तो मैं उसके बाद आऊंगा. सो देन वी आर कंटेम्पलेटिंग ऑल दिस लाइफ. बच्चों बिना पूछो मत, यहाँ से चुन्नू मुन्नू की आवाज आएगी, मामा, लाइक दैट. ये रूम. सो व्हाट इज दिस कॉल्ड एज? ऑल ऑफ अस डू दैट, राइट? हाँ, इधर ये करेंगे, उधर वो करेंगे. नो, दिस इज कॉल्ड एज कंटेम्पलेटिंग द ऑब्जेक्ट्स ऑफ द सेंसेस. व्हाट हैपेंस आफ्टर दैट? A person develops attachment to them. बहुत अच्छा लगा ये घर, बहुत अच्छा लगा. कृष्णा प्लीज. उसके बाद क्या होता है? फ्रॉम सच अटैचमेंट, मैं घर के बगैर जी नहीं पाऊंगी. ये घर देखने से पहले जिंदगी भी था. दिस इज व्हाट इज दैट? व्हाट इज दिस कॉल्ड एज? लगता है ना ऐसा. whoever is going for house search, वो एक एक disappointment जो होता है before we get our house, correct? And then what happens? And from lust what happens? So what happens? That fellow has advertised 650, 950, we are still talking, 951, and then you are मैं तो 650 का ख्वाब देख के आई. And then full day what happens? आज खाने का ही मन नहीं कर रहा मेरा. This is what happens because जो चाहिए वो नहीं मिला. This is for a house. Similarly, in Bollywood movies, we have seen how Shah Rukh Khan is after who's that? Kaka Kiran. कौन सा मूवी था वो? डर. हाँ, यही था वो. Okay, he is contemplating the object of the senses. उसको देखता जा रहा है. And then what happens? Attachment हो गया, फिर lust हो गया, उसके बाद क्या आया? गुस्सा आया. तू है मेरी किरण, किसी और की तो हो ही नहीं सकती है, मार के रखूंगा उसको मैं. Exactly, this is what, see beautifully that everything is captured in this verse. कैसा ये जिंदगी अपने को फंसाता है और बांध के रखता है. हाँ, and how अच्छों को भी गुस्सा आ जाता है. ठीक है? What is the cause of all that? Contemplation on the object of the, that is the problem. वहां से शुरू होता है. It is like before the person goes to ventilator and dies, COVID starts with a small cold. ऐसे शुरू हुआ ना सबको, right? So that is this contemplation. Therefore, the process of bhakti or the contemplation on the object of the senses कौन करता है? Which part of our body does this contemplation? Very good. Mind. This mind, वो पुराने जमाने का कैमरा था ना, कोडाक कैमरा. What you do? It takes a picture, and then what happens? The picture is processed in bright light or in darkness. Darkness में वो develop होता है. So when a human being is not enlightened with the knowledge of the purpose of life, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, that is called as which state? The state of डार्कनेस. उसमें जो भी माइंड कंटेम्पलेट करता है वो जाके क्या हो जाता है? संस्कार बन के मन के अंदर बैठ जाता है. लेकिन जो मन के अंदर बैठ जाता है वो मिल जाता है हमको हमेशा नहीं. देन क्या आता है? गुस्सा. ओके. देन क्या होता है? जब मौत आती है, व्हेन डेथ कम्स, दैट अटैचमेंट इज स्टिल देयर. सो व्हाट हैपेंस? In this lifetime, we didn't have the karma for 25 Starbucks Avenue. In this lifetime, I didn't have the karma. So somebody else got that house. But दिल में वो आस तो था, वैसा वाला घर चाहिए था, वैसा वाला घर मेरा नहीं हुआ इस lifetime में. So what happens? At the time of death, what happens? We still contemplate on, our whole life comes in front of us. And क्या होता है? Our deepest attachments come out and give rise to what? Our next lifetime. That is how we are born for millions and millions of lifetimes. Why? Because of material अटैचमेंट्स. ये मटेरियल अटैचमेंट से मुक्ति इज व्हाट? मुक्ति मीन्स, मुक्ति डजंट मीन डेथ. मेनी पीपल थिंक अरे बस मौत आ जाए मुक्ति मिल जाए भाई, खत्म. मौत से मुक्ति नहीं आती है, जीते जी मुक्ति आती है. मौत से मुक्ति नहीं आती है. जीते जी वी हैव टू वर्क टुवर्ड्स गेटिंग डिटैच्ड फ्रॉम दीज थिंग्स. एंड नाउ हाउ डू यू गेट डिटैच्ड फ्रॉम दीज थिंग्स? आर्टिफिशियली नहीं होगा. ए मन डिटैच हो जा. सपोज आई टेल यू क्लोज योर आईज, कुछ मत सोचिए, सिर्फ बिल्कुल काला बंदर के बारे में मत सोचना. बिल्कुल मत सोचना काला बंदर के बारे में. सपोज व्हाट हैपेंस इफ आई कीप टेलिंग यू दैट, व्हाट विल यू थिंक? काला बंदर ही आएगा. अरे बच्चन साहब के बारे में मत सोचना, वो वाइट दाढ़ी के बारे में मत सोचना. मत सोचना कैसे पॉकेट में हाथ डालता था वो, यू नो, वही आएगा मन में. करेक्ट. द मोर एंड मोर यू डिनाई समथिंग, योर माइंड विल गो बैक टू दैट. राइट. Especially if you talk to people who are in, you know, in colleges and all, we have that, na, that the girl has left the boy has left the girl, होता है ना. So then क्या होता है? मैं उसके बारे में बिल्कुल नहीं सोचना चाहती हूँ. उसी के बारे में तो सोच रहे हो. Correct. और वो भी वही बोलता है. Right. So this is the way the mind is. The mind tricks us. It drags us into those things which we, and वहीं पकड़ के रखता है उसको. So therefore, mukti means what? How does one attain liberation? By first becoming a controller of our mind. That is called as what? Goswami. Go means mind. Goswami means what? One who can control one's mind. And how does one control one's mind? Not by denying the demands of the mind. Not by denying, नहीं काला बंदर, नहीं काला बंदर, नहीं होगा ऐसा. How do you give your, mothers are expert. How do you give your child vegetables? By showing Thomas the tank engine. बेटा tank engine ना, Thomas आया देखो, चुक 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 पड़े. One spoon goes inside भिंडी का सब्जी. Correct. That is how we know the trick how to apply it on children. We don't know how to apply it on ourselves. So what we have to do? We have to distract the mind into something which is more attractive. Now that person is who? Lord Krishna. So therefore, only when we get attachment to Bhagavan will we get detached from the lower pleasures of life or the banal pleasures of life. Otherwise, it is not possible. Artificially नहीं होने वाला है, कुछ नहीं होगा artificially, right? So now, how do we get attached to Krishna? How do we get attached to Krishna? By chanting, but only chanting. Chanting से कभी-कभी क्या हो जाता है? हरे कृष्णा, हरे कृष्णा, ये होता है कि नहीं? चैंटिंग के टाइम, चैंटिंग के टाइम ही नींद आता है, क्या करूं? करेक्ट. somebody wanted that sleeping pill, so we told them भागवतम क्लास में आ जाओ, मुफ्त में हो जाएगा, साइड इफेक्ट भी नहीं है, अच्छा नींद आएगा. ओम नमो भगवते. तब तक अच्छा था. एंड देन व्हेन डू दे वेक अप? महाप्रसादे गोविंद. करेक्ट. दिस इज व्हाट हैपेंस ना. करेक्ट. So Bhagavatam is the best free lullaby, okay, in one sense. But actually, if one hears Bhagavatam attentively, that is what is going to deliver us from this world. Okay. Suppose any man who is not married here? नहीं ना. Okay. But boys को कैसा बोलूँ मैं भी कुछ? क्या example? Let us say somebody is there. Okay. Let's say somebody is there, you know, Ajay. कोई अजय नहीं है ना यहाँ पे. ठीक है. Some Ajay is there, and he wants to get married. So I tell Ajay, ललिता से प्रेम कर. ललिता से प्रेम करना ही पड़ेगा तुझे. ललिता से प्रेम करना ही पड़ेगा तुझे. If I keep on telling, what will he say? What will he tell you? हाँ, कर लूँगा.
आज की वर्ल्ड में नहीं करेगा.
कल की वर्ल्ड में भी कौन कर रहा था? मैंने भी नहीं किया. I married Gujarati. I am Tamilian. What do I do? Correct. My mother wanted Tamilian, no? Correct. By default, of course, later on she accepted, but yeah, but so कैसा होता है वो? What will he say? He will say, how can I fall in love with someone जिसके बारे में मैं कुछ ना चेहरा देखा है, ना गुण देखा है, कुछ भी नहीं तो पता, ना परिवार का कुछ ठिकाना, तो कहां से मैं प्रेम करूं ऐसे व्यक्ति से? तुम क्या बोलते जा रहे हो, लव ललिता लव ललिता लव ललिता? अरे नहीं भाई, आई डोंट नो एनीथिंग अबाउट हर. करेक्ट? नाउ रिप्लेस ललिता विथ Krishna. How can you love Krishna without knowing anything about him? So what happens when we don't love Krishna? We don't chant Krishna's names. We will do everything else but chant Krishna's names. Oh, Krishna बोलेगा नहीं, मैं कुछ और सब बोलूंगा लेकिन कृष्णा नहीं बोलूंगा मैं. Right? Because we don't love him right now. Why? Because we don't know anything about him. किसी के बारे में जान के सुन के ही उसके बारे में क्या हो जाता है? हाँ. An example in Srimad Bhagavatam is Rukmini. How did Rukmini get attracted to Krishna? By hearing about him. She tells also, I fell in love with you just by hearing about your exploits. Right? आपके बारे में सुन के. First time, how did we know about Shubman Gill? By hearing. क्या प्लेयर है यार, इंडिया अंडर-19 में वर्ल्ड कप में तोड़ दिया यार. क्या कौन? शुभम नहीं, शुभमन. Right? And then Shubman Gill. Now Shubman Gill is opening batsman. Correct? Higher average than most players. Correct or no? Yes? Okay. So like that, only when we hear someone's exploits will we get attracted to know more about that person, and then when we know more about that person, we'll get more attracted. When we get more attracted, we'll want to know more about that person. And again when we get more, chalta rehta. That's how Krishna consciousness builds. So for Krishna consciousness to build, कृष्णा से प्रेम करने के लिए उनके बारे में पढ़ना पड़ेगा और उनके बारे में सुनना पड़ेगा. कहाँ लिखा है उसके बारे में? और हम लोग पढ़ ही नहीं रहे श्रीमद् भागवतम. करेक्ट? दैट इज द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ श्रीमद् भागवतम. ओके, यू रिमेंबर लास्ट वीक आई सेड श्रीमद् भागवत's importance. That is the importance. The importance, unless we study श्रीमद् भागवतम in this lifetime, we will never be able to get out of this material world is a guarantee. आप भगवद गीता कितने भी बार उल्टा सीधा पढ़ लो. करेक्ट? Because भगवद गीता informs, श्रीमद् भागवतम attracts. भगवद गीता inform. भगवद गीता is a to-do list and not to-do list. श्रीमद् भागवतम will inspire us to love Krishna. Because श्रीमद् भागवतम में रस भरा हुआ है भगवान का, प्रेम का. You remember I told you the example, sugar cane, गन्ने का पूरा juice, essence of everything is श्रीमद् भागवतम. It is said that if there is a deluge, a flood, and we are drowning, then what we will do? अरे क्रेडिट कार्ड लेके आना जल्दी, बैंक भी डूब रहा है, कहाँ डालोगे क्रेडिट कार्ड को? Correct? When you don't have anything that you can carry with you, it is said, there are 3 books, but I will not talk about the 3rd book. It is said you carry 2 books at least with you. Which are those 2 books? वही आपका धन है, भगवद गीता एंड श्रीमद् भागवतम. एंड क्या हो रहा है, दोनों का वेट है ना इतना, वजन. तो क्या हो रहा है, वजन ज्यादा होगा तो आदमी डूबता है. तो उसमें से यू हैव टू जेटिसन 1, थ्रो अवे 1. व्हाट डू दे से? थ्रो अवे भागवतम को मत फेंकना. दैट इज द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ श्रीमद् भागवतम. श्रीमद् भागवतम जिसने पढ़ लिया इन दिस लाइफ टाइम, प्रभुपाद सेड ही विल गो बैक टू गॉडहेड 100%. Whoever has studied Srimad Bhagavatam entirely, there is nothing in the realm of bhakti that you will not know, and you will get we get the inspiration to be. Just knowledge is not enough. Knowledge and then क्या होना चाहिए उसके साथ साथ? Values. Knowledge means to know. Skills means to be able to do. But values means to be. Right? So वो values भागवतम से बढ़ता है पढ़ने से. That is why it is said in the morning whenever we give Bhagavatam class, what do we say? नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्टिकी. That's what we say. उसका मतलब क्या है? भागवतम पढ़ने से, भागवतम का अध्याय करने से जो भी मैल है, गंध है अंदर, सब निकल जाता है at a much faster pace than anything else can do. It's the fastest seal accelerated program, right? Select entry program. So do not lose any opportunity. If Bhagavatam is coming into your life, do not reject it. That means we are saying no, Krishna is coming through the Bhagavatam, right? वो एक चीज को रिजेक्ट मत करना. I am very happy actually today that Atul Prabhu and Neha Mataji are inviting Bhagavatam to your house. Trust me, this is the day that will change your life. मेरा भी जीवन चेंज हुआ भागवतम जब से पढ़ाई शुरू इवन आफ्टर भगवद गीता 3 years of intense study of भगवद गीता बट जब भागवतम खोल के शुरू किया तो कुछ और ही बात है. You have an option to believe me or not to believe me. I am not forcing you to believe me. But if you don't believe me, you still have to open the Bhagavatam and be convinced I was wrong. Correct ना? उसके लिए भी खोलना तो पड़ेगा ना भागवतम. Because when you open Bhagavatam, you will be convinced not about the fact that I was right. You will not even time to think who was right, who was wrong. You will get immersed into it. That is Srimad Bhagavatam. So please take advantage. This is Bhadra Purnima. अभी जो टाइम चल रहा है, ये मंथ जो चल रहा है, this is the most auspicious and that is why temple encourages everyone. ऐसा नहीं है टेम्पल के भागवतम बुक्स नहीं बिक रहे हैं. यार क्या करेंगे वो क्या ईयर एंड सेल लगा हुआ है, वो क्या पोलो रैल्फ लॉरेन का टी शर्ट वो $5 में मिल रहा है, चलो ले लो यार क्लियरेंस में है. क्योंकि क्या बेचारा वो मायर्स में स्टॉक में इन्वेंट्री का कॉस्ट ज़्यादा होता है ना तो निकाल रहे हैं वो लोग. वो वाला नहीं है ये वो वाला स्टोरी नहीं है ये. दिस इज बेसिकली अ टाइम व्हेन पीपल आर एनकरेज टू गेट भागवतम. उसीलिए ये किया गया है बिकॉज दिस वेरी ऑस्पिशियस मंथ. You know something? The temple doesn't even have stocks of books. So it's not that inventory निकाल रहा है. भागवतम का स्टॉक मुश्किल से आता है मंदिर में, right? So even if you subscribe for it today, it will take time for it to come. But today, why temple is doing this exercise? Because this month is very auspicious, and that's why. What is it? 500 का भी कितना बोला? My wife, what did she tell? 300 or something. It's almost correct, no? It's knocked off to almost half the price, 60-70% or 60% of the price. So avail yourself of the Srimad Bhagavatam in this month. Please do not do that. Reject it. Srimad Bhagavatam is the incarnation of the Lord. It is the book incarnation of the Lord. You will never see किसी book की आरती होती है. श्रीमद् भागवत की आरती होती है. Actually, Srimad Bhagavatam is kept and Srimad Bhagavatam की आरती होती है because it is non-different from Krishna. So it's like being a मूर्ति of Krishna, Srimad Bhagavatam. Therefore, Srimad Bhagavatam को कहीं इधर उधर नहीं रखते हैं हम लोग. It's kept in a very respectfully, Srimad Bhagavatam, because it is Krishna. And when Srimad Bhagavatam comes, that means Krishna is coming in his most merciful form in our house. So please take advantage. When my wife comes out, please give your registrations to her. Okay? Again, please do not consider it as a force. If by chance अगर आपको ऐसा लगा हुआ हो कि मैं कुछ force कर रहा हूँ, I apologize. Okay? I apologize profusely. Okay, we'll go ahead. Okay. Sri Namamrita, the nectar of the holy name, page 28. Who wants to read? You want to read? Okay, go ahead.
Sri Namamrita, the nectar of holy name, page 28. In this age, Sankirtana Yagna, chanting of the holy name of the Lord, is more important than Vedic ritualistic sacrifices. Since one may easily achieve the highest success by chanting the holy name of the Lord, one may ask why there are so many Vedic ritualistic ceremonies and why people are attracted to them. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 15.15, Vedaischa sarvair aham eva vedaya. The real purpose of studying the Vedas is to approach the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Unfortunately, unintelligent people, bewildered by the grandeur of Vedic yagnas, want to see gorgeous sacrifices performed. They want Vedic mantras chanted and huge amounts of money spent for such ceremonies. Sometimes we have to observe the Vedic ritualistic ceremonies to please such unintelligent men. Recently, when we established a large Krishna Balrama temple in Vrindavan, we were obliged to have Vedic ceremonies enacted by Brahmanas because the inhabitants of Vrindavana, especially the Smarta Brahmanas, would not accept Europeans and Americans as bona fide Brahmanas. Thus, we had to engage Brahmanas to perform costly yagnas. In spite of these yagnas, the members of our society perform Sankirtana loudly with mridangas, and I consider the Sankirtana more important than the Vedic ritualistic ceremonies. Both the ceremonies and the Sankirtana were going on simultaneously. The ceremonies were meant for persons interested in Vedic rituals,
for elevation to heavenly planets. Jali Krita Matir Madhu Pushpitayam. Whereas the Sankirtana was meant for pure devotees interested in pleasing the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Especially in the age of Kali, Sankirtana alone is sufficient. If the members of our temples in the different parts of the world simply continue Sankirtana before the deity, especially before Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they will remain perfect. There is no need of any other performance.
Thank you so much. So this is the power of chanting is a part of Sankirtan Yagya. You all know the pastime of Maharaj Bali. Have you heard of Maharaj Bali? सुना है वामन अवतार के बारे में सुना है किसी ने? Who was Vaman avatar? In which form was he? In the form of a dwarf, Tingu Brahman. He was a Tingu Brahman, right? So Bali Maharaj was the emperor of the entire universe, right? So he was doing a big yagya, and his guru's name was what? Shukracharya. Well, Shukracharya, he was like the modern day consultants. Okay, mislead the customer in such a way with your software that customer will get so stuck they will neither be able to come out of your software nor implement some other software. Correct? अपना remuneration license आता रहे बस. That is the goal of these companies, right? Get them hooked to something. Even the pharma companies do that. They get you hooked to some drug so you can't come out of it. Correct? So like that, Shukracharya was an guru of the Asuras, head of the Asuras. So Shukracharya never wanted Bali to become devotee because Shukracharya's remuneration was coming from Bali Maharaj. He was on Bali Maharaj's payroll. Right? So what happened? When this small Brahmana, who was this Brahmana? None other than Lord Vishnu came, and then Bali Maharaj saw him. He said, "Kya? Hey Brahmana, aa jao bhai. Such a cute fellow. मैं क्या सेवा कर सकता हूँ?" बली महाराज was a very pious person, right? He was a devotee, right? So he said, क्या सेवा कर सकता हूँ आपका? कुछ नहीं चाहिए. Then he said, नहीं कुछ तो लेना तो पड़ेगा आपको. बोलता है कुछ नहीं, मुझे 3 steps of जमीन दे दीजिए. तो बली महाराज laughed. He said, क्या बात कर रहा है? बिल गेट्स के बजाय के 4 आना मांग रहा है? इलोन मस्क के पास जाके पूछ रहा है 5 रुपया है क्या? इंसल्ट है ना. मांगना है तो 5 मिलियन मांगना, वो भी इंसल्ट है उसके लिए. करेक्ट? So Bali Maharaj is laughing at this Brahman. 3 steps. The छोटे पैर हैं तेरे, 3 steps. Then what happens? To cut a long story short, what happens? एक पैर से पूरा धरती. Then पूरा all the 14 planets सब होके सब कवर. दूसरा पैर के बाद क्या हो गया? एग का अंडा जो है ना 14 planets. You remember the whole egg? Remember? वो pierce होके क्या हुआ? बाहर का जो ocean है, which is called as what? विराजा रिवर कारणोदक्षाई ओशन. रिमेंबर? तो वहां पे उनका टो टच हो गया, क्रैक हो गया ना एग. तो वो टो टच होके वो जो पानी अभी बह रहा है उसको क्या बोलते हैं? गंगा. दैट इज गंगा कमिंग इनटू द मटेरियल वर्ल्ड. ओके, विच शिवजी टुक ऑन हिज head and Brahmaji took on his kamandal, and then it is coming into earth. That's why Ganga is very worshipable, because it washed the feet of the Lord, then it touched the hair of Lord Shiva, then it touched the kamandalu of Brahma, and then it's flowing into the earth. तो ये सब हो गया. एंड देन तीसरा पैर कहाँ रखेंगे? तो बली महाराज बोला, मेरे पास तो कुछ है ही नहीं, सब कुछ तो ले लिया आपने मेरा, अभी सिर्फ कौन है बचा? मैं खुद हूँ. दैट इज वाई इट इज दैट प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड एज व्हाट? अपने आप को भगवान को समर्पित कर देने को क्या बोलते हैं? आत्मनिवेदनम. यू रिमेंबर? श्रवणम, कीर्तनम, विष्णु स्मरण, 9 प्रोसेसेस. दैट इज आत्मनिवेदनम. अपना आत्मा मैं आपको दे देता हूँ. विच मीन्स आज आप जैसा चाहिए ना चाहिए मुझे अभी से. I will act completely according to your will, my dear Lord. I surrender my own free will to you. That is Atma Nivedanam. Okay. So the Lord then tells, so Shukracharya is very upset with this fellow. मैं बोला था इसको मत देना वरदान. I told you this is Vishnu in disguise. No? अभी देख सब दे दिया, अभी मेरा पैसा कहाँ से आएगा? I was on your payroll. You are bankrupt now. I am working for a company which has gone bankrupt. Correct? So he is very upset. तो विष्णु डिसाइड इसको जाके थोड़ा छेड़ता हूँ मैं. तो विष्णु गोज एंड आस्क्स आफ्टर होल द पाछा बोलते हैं ना, जले पे नमक छेड़ना बोलते हैं. राइट? ऑलरेडी वो आग बबूला हो रहा है, उसको जाके और थोड़ा कांडी मारना उधर जाके. राइट? तो विष्णु इज गोइंग एंड आस्किंग हिम, शुक्राचार्य सब ठीक तो है? व्हाट डू से इन गुजराती? हाँ सब कसूं बराबर छे। बोला इधर बैंड बजाओ यार, क्या कसूं बराबर है? तो शुक्राचार्य understands this whole thing, but Shukracharya also, this is a leela that is going on. Shukracharya also understands this is, Shukracharya knows that he is Vishnu, na? Shukracharya knows the power of Vishnu. तो विष्णु उसको बोले देखना सब इनऑस्पिशियस हो गया। शुक्राचार्य योर बॉस तेरे मैनेजर के साथ बहुत इनऑस्पिशियस हो गया। When money goes away, what happens? Is it considered auspicious or inauspicious? Inauspicious, na? So that time Shukracharya tells a beautiful verse. Shukracharya tells Krishna only. This is a beautiful verse. You can memorize it later on. I'll by heart it for you. It is from Bhagavatam. He says, "Mantratas tantratas chidram deshakala arhavastutah deshakala arhavastutah सर्वं करोति निश्चिद्रम अनुसंकीर्तनम तव। मतलब शुक्राचार्य बोलते हैं कृष्णा मेरे से खेलना नहीं, डोंट प्ले विथ मी। खींच रहे क्या मेरा? दैट्स व्हाट ही इज आस्किंग कृष्णा। इसे मेरा खींच रहे हो आप अभी। आप बोल रहे हो जहां आप थे वहां कुछ इनऑस्पिशियस हो भी सकता है क्या? दैट्स व्हाट हु इज टेलिंग? असुर कुल का गुरु इज टेलिंग कृष्णा। So what is saying? देखो भाई यहाँ पे ये यज्ञ हो रहा था, कोई भी यज्ञ में मंत्र गलत हो सकता है, हो सकता है नहीं हो सकता है, हो सकता है। और खास करके कौन से युग में? कलयुग में, करेक्ट? सपोज यू कम एंड एंगेज मी, आप प्लीज होम कीजिए ना, एंड आई टेल यू ओम बूम 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 बूम, you have no idea what I have chanted, right? Of course you know now I'm joking, but suppose I tell something esoteric, जिंगलाला बूम जिंगलाला बूम जिंगलाला बूम हु हु स्वाहा जिंगलाला बूम स्वाहा जिंगलाला बूम स्वाहा। सपोज मैंने ऐसा किया, ओके, एंड देन आई sang some किशोर कुमार song also, especially if you are from south, you have no idea मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ, करेक्ट? नो, यारी है फूलों से यारी है स्वाहा, प्यारी है कली भी प्यारी है स्वाहा। सो जिसको हिंदी नहीं आती हो उसको लगता है क्या ब्राह्मण यार, क्या बात, क्या मंत्र बोलता है यार, बिकॉज अपने को समझ में नहीं आता है ना वो क्या बोला, करेक्ट? सो वी एडमायर थिंग्स विच वी डोंट अंडरस्टैंड, राइट? सो देयरफॉर ही सेज मंत्र गलत हो सकता है, ब्राह्मण उल्लू बना सकता है कलयुग में। मंत्रतस तंत्रतस, तंत्र यंत्र तंत्र जो भी यूज करता है, द पैराफेरनेलिया एवरीथिंग, दे ऑल कैन बी गलत। देश काल अर्ह वस्तुतः, जो जगह है उसकी वास्तु ठीक नहीं रहेगी तो उधर भी अपशकुन, राइट? देश काल, जब ब्राह्मण जब तक पहुंचा तब तक राहु काल शुरू हो गया था, अभी चल रहा है यज्ञ, राहु काल में कोई यज्ञ करता है तो वो भी क्या होता है, सब जगह से गॉन। देश काल अर्ह वस्तुतः, वस्तु घी लेके आया, लेकिन क्या है वो पानी में दूध नहीं, क्या दूध में केवड़े लोग था ना, हाँ पुराने जमाने का डायलॉग, राइट? घी में मिलावट था तो मिलावटी घी हम लोग डालते हैं, चाइना, मेड इन चाइना घी, करेक्ट? मेड इन चाइना फ्रूट्स वी आर ऑफरिंग, जेनेटिकली मॉडिफाइड फ्रूट्स। ऑल दिस इज व्हाट? इम्परफेक्शन इन यज्ञ। तो दिस इज व्हाट ही इज टेलिंग। He says, that's why this is a very beautiful verse. Mantratas tantra chidram. Chidram means सब बकवास, ओके, सब गलत हो गया, देश काल अर्ह वस्तु सब गलत, लेकिन क्या बोलता है लास्ट में? सर्वं करोति निश्चिद्रम। चिद्रम का ऑपोजिट क्या है? उल्टा, मींस एवरीथिंग इनऑस्पिशियस बिकम्स ऑस्पिशियस व्हेन अनुकीर्तनम तव। जब आपका कीर्तन होता है एक जगह में तब क्या हो जाता है? जो भी इनऑस्पिशियसनेस है उस जगह में वो सब गोज फ्लाइंग आउटसाइड द डोर। That is the power of Sankirtan movement. That is the power of chanting Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. That is the power of chanting. That is the power of discussing Srimad Bhagavatam in a house. जहां भी Srimad Bhagavatam होता है वहां पे all inauspicious elements go out of the house immediately. Bhagavatam आया, सब बाहर गया, Okay, that's the power of Srimad Bhagavatam. So this is Shukracharya is telling Bhagwan, जहाँ आप हो वहाँ कहाँ का inauspiciousness होता है, सब कुछ उल्टा. That's why Prabhupada is writing this paragraph. When we opened the Krishna Balram temple, वो जो ब्राह्मण थे ना, यज्ञ वाले ब्राह्मण, दाढ़ी वाले ब्राह्मण, right? They came and they स्वाहा स्वाहा ओम ओम वो सब किया, and then they took their money. 1 लाख, 2 लाख, 10 लाख लेते हैं हम लोग. So they took all their money and went. But then Prabhupada what he did, he asked all the devotees to do chanting. बिकॉज उसमें कुछ भी कमी रह गई तो चैंटिंग सिर्फ करेगा तो बस हो गया. कलियुग में कोई यज्ञ करने की आवश्यकता नहीं है. व्हाट इज द यज्ञ फॉर कलियुग? संकीर्तन यज्ञ. सो वी हैव टू बी एब्सोल्युटली कन्विंस्ड अबाउट दिस. दिस इज नॉट जस्ट मेक बिलीव. दिस इज कमिंग स्ट्रेट फ्रॉम श्रीमद् भागवतम. कृष्णा हिमसेल्फ इज इंस्ट्रक्टिंग दीज थिंग्स. भगवान ही बता रहे मार्ग क्या है कलियुग का. ओके, सो वी आर बिहाइंड टाइम. हाँ, 1 आवर है अभी. 1 आवर बिहाइंड. 8:50 हो गया. 8:34. ठीक है, 15 मिनट का ये है ना. ठीक है, चलो. ये तो बहुत बड़ा पैराग्राफ है आज. आपने बोला लेक्चर दो 4 हफ्ता पहला. एक्सप्लेन. क्या करेगा? भागवतम इज लाइक दैट. Okay, so we'll try and read fast. Okay, we'll go very fast. Okay, so who are the fastest readers in our program? Let us see today. Okay, who wants to volunteer? Okay, go ahead. Rapid reading. Okay, reading challenge.
Spiritual edification from the science.
But please concentrate. If you concentrate, then no problem. Though he is going fast here.
Spiritual edification from science of self-realization.
This is not fast. तो पैसेंजर ट्रेन है. हाँ, ओके.
By spiritual edification from the science of self-realization by his divinity says Swami Prabhu, page 133-139. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the golden avatar, appeared in India nearly 500 years ago. It is the custom in India that when a child is born, an astrologer is called for. When Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, appeared 5,000 years ago, the Muni was called by his father, and he said the child formerly incarnated in the 3 complexions, such as red and golden, and now he has appeared in blackish color. Krishna color is described in the scriptures as blackish, just like the color of a cloud. Lord Chaitanya is understood to be the Krishna's appearing in golden complexion. There is much evidence in Vedic literature that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is an incarnation of Krishna, and this is confirmed by scholars and devotees. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is confirmed that incarnation of Krishna or God in this present age Kali Yuga will also always engage in describing Krishna. He is Krishna, but as a devotee of Krishna, he describes himself. And in this age, his bodily complexion will not be black.
Okay, we'll do one thing. I don't want to compromise on quality. Okay, for speed. So what we'll do, जितना 9 बजे तक होता है उतना करेंगे. इसको आगे भी कंटिन्यू करेंगे because this is a very important paragraph. Okay, we will not compromise. तो आराम से पढ़िए. Okay, rotate the thing. अच्छा से पढ़ेंगे इसको. ठीक है, मैक्सिमम क्या 6 क्वेश्चन की जगह 3 क्वेश्चन करेंगे ना. So what? We'll continue in the next class and we'll cover it. Okay, we will not compromise. ठीक है ना? बुझे? I have your permission. बस हो गया. Then I'm safe.
Another feature of this avatar is that he is always accompanied by his associates. Krishna or God comes with 2 missions: to give protection to the devotees and to destroy the demons. In this age, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Okay, which verse is this?
Verse 3.
No. Krishna comes to protect his devotees and annihilate the demons. कौन सा वर्ष है भगवद गीता से? परित्राणाय. That is that word. वही लिखा है. ओके, विनाशाय च दुष्कृतम. ओके.
In this age, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission is also like that: to deliver the devotees and to annihilate the non-devotees, the demons. But in this age, he has a different weapon. That weapon is not a club or disc or lethal weapon. His weapon is the Sankirtana movement. He killed the demonic mentality of the people by introducing the Sankirtana movement.
Therefore, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said that
This is the incarnation of God in this age. And who worships Him? The process is very simple. Just keep a picture of Lord
Chaitanya.
Lord Chaitanya with his associates. Lord Chaitanya is in the middle, accompanied by his principal associates Nityananda, Advaita, Gadadhar, and Srivasa. Anyone can have this picture of his home, chant.
No, not of his home. Anyone can have his picture in his home.
His picture in his home, chant this Hare Krishna mantra and worship Lord Chaitanya. That is the simple method. But who will capture this simple method? Those who have good brains without much bother. If one simple keeps a picture of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at home and chant Hare Krishna, then one will realize God.
In this age, those who have sufficient intelligence take to this Sankirtan movement and they advance very quickly.
Lord Chaitanya is called the Golden Avtara. Avtara means descending, coming down. Just as one may come down from the 5th story or 100th story of the building, an Avtara comes down from the spiritual planet in the spiritual sky.
The Avtara for this age, Lord Chaitanya, is described in Vedic literature. We cannot accept anyone as an avatar unless he has the symptoms described in the scriptures.
Krishna himself came to teach us how to surrender. His last instruction in Bhagavad Gita is to surrender. But people, mudhas, fools, said, why should I surrender? Therefore, although Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, this time he teaches us practically how to execute the mission of the Bhagavad Gita.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives us the opportunity to reach God directly. When Rupa Goswami, the principal disciple of Lord Chaitanya, first saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was a minister in the government of Bengal, but wanted to join Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movements. So he gave up his position as a minister, and after joining, when he surrendered, he offered a nice praise to Lord Chaitanya. The prayer says,
Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvise Namaha.
My dear Lord, you are the most munificent of all the incarnations. One, Krishna Prema Pradayate. You are directly giving love to God. You have no other purpose. Your process is so nice that one can immediately learn to love God. Therefore, you are the most munificent of all incarnations. And it is not possible for any personality other than Krishna himself to deliver this benediction. Therefore, I say that you are Krishna. Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne. You are Krishna, but you have assumed the name Krishna Chaitanya. I surrender unto you.
So, this is the process. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, and he is teaching how to develop love of God by a very simple method. He says, simply chant Hare Krishna.
Harer Nama Harer Namaiva Kevalam Kalau Nashteva Gatir Anyatha.
In this age, simple go on chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. There is no other alternative. The chanting process offered by Lord Chaitanya for achieving love of God is called Sankirtana. Sankirtana is the Sanskrit word. Sam means samyak, complete, and Kirtana means glorifying or describing. So, complete description means complete glorification of the Supreme or the Supreme complete whole. It is not that one can
describe anything or glorify anything that will be kirtana. From the grammatical point of view, that may be kirtana, but according to Vedic system, kirtana means describing the supreme authority, the absolute truth, the supreme personality of Godhead. That is called kirtana.
Okay, this is one of the best paragraphs that you will read. So please meditate on this. Take around 5-6 minutes. अच्छा से देख लीजिए इसको. From beginning to end, and try to see whether you can locate the answers to the questions. हेल्प करोगे क्या मेरे लिए? एक हेल्प करोगे? मेरा जो बाहर गाड़ी है ना, उसमें ना ट्रंक के अंदर भागना तुमको तो सेट है. ओके. Thank you. Oh yeah, very good. You have got superior in reading comprehension at least.
These are really
Easy
easy questions.
questions?
Like understanding is what you understand, right? Not from the paragraph.
Yeah. Okay? Everyone okay or you need time? Oh yeah? Okay. Okay. So let's take the question number 1. We still have 13 minutes for the program. Compare the similarities and contrasts between Lord Krishna and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So who wants to go? First we'll talk similarities.
Color as the blackish.
Similarity. Yes. One similarity is what? What is the first similarity?
They come with two relations.
They are one and the same person. That is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna. He is not different from Krishna. Okay, that is one similarity. What is the second similarity? He comes along with his associates. अकेला नहीं आते हैं, सबको लेके आते हैं spiritual world से. Okay, what is the next? Correct. Yes, he comes with the same mission. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam and dharma samsthapanarthaya. Okay. Sambhavami yuge yuge. For which yuga is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Kali Yuga. Yes. Okay. So these are similarities. Any other similarity is there that you can see? Okay. Contrast. What are the contrasts? Lord Krishna was blackish, as Prabhu said. Yogesh Prabhu. Lord Krishna was blackish in color. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is which color? Golden in color. That is why he is also called as Gauranga. Gauranga means what? Golden. Yes. Anything else? Weapon. Kaun sa weapon hai? Krishna's weapon is what? Sudarshan Chakra. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's weapon is what? Sankirtan Yajna. Very good. Then? What else?
He's having a very simple
Yugas. Okay. Okay, you can say that. Yes.
He's having a very simple process that by keeping the only picture and with his principal associates, we can do the math.
Very good. That is a punchline. चैतन्य महाप्रभु के पास जाओ से थ्रू जाओगे तो क्या हो जाएगा? सीधा ग्रीन चैनल से वैकुंठा. कृष्णा के चैनल से जाओगे तो क्या होगा? रेड चैनल से जाना पड़ेगा. क्या क्या है भाई? प्राइड है, एंगर लग गया है, नहीं अलाउड नहीं अपना कंट्री में. यू हैव टू पे ड्यूटी नाउ. करेक्ट. नॉट अलाउड. प्रोहिबिटेड गुड्स. राइट. चैतन्य महाप्रभु इज व्हाट? Benevolent. So Krishna himself coming in a very merciful incarnation. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna's weapon is what? Sudarshan Chakra. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's weapon is the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Krishna does what with his weapon? He kills the demons. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu does not kill the demons. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu kills the demonic mentality within us. Therefore, he doesn't have to use Sudarshan Chakra. So, by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, it kills the demonic mentality within us. You will all realize it when you start chanting. Jitna seriously chant karoge, you will, this mantra, Hare Krishna, because this is invested with potency required for Kali Yuga. Okay. Sometime Panadol will not work. You have to take Nurofen. Correct? What is that? Valium. Correct, no? Jitna बीमारी ज़्यादा उतना Panadol painkiller नहीं चलेगा. So Hare Krishna Mahamantra is like the Valium, the strongest medicine for Kali Yuga. That is why we say, chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So please, it's a choice. We can take it or we can leave it. Nobody will force. But whoever has done this has realized the benefits of this mantra in times of Kali Yuga. Completely immunizes you to Kali Yuga if chanted properly, like that, with attention. Okay. Next question. How can one worship Lord Chaitanya at home? Let's take only one question at a time. By just having a picture of Lord Chaitanya. You don't even have to have deities, 3-dimension wala. Murti orti ki koi avashyakta nahi hai. Just keep a picture of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's all. And worship at home. Anything else is given here? How to worship? Anything in the paragraph? Very nice. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cannot be. ऐसा picture रखे, you cannot just. ऐसा नहीं. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So, in front of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's picture, sit and chant. Ultimate weapon for Kali Yuga. All kachara will go away very fast. Right? That day, I was cleaning the courtyard. I lived in apartment. Okay. Now only courtyard has come. Correct? After many years. So, I don't know how to clean courtyard. But someone told me, अरे hose pipe है ना, किसके लिए रखा है? First, what I used to do? तो पहले वो झाड़ू मारूंगा, फिर वो पानी डालता था ऐसा बकेट से. And someone told hose है ना, ऐसा मैंने देखा ही नहीं. gone 2 seconds सब हो गया, everything gone, right? So that is that Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Very fast it works on you. That's the beauty of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Right? It has worked on us. That is why we are sharing with all of you. Correct? But only thing is that you will have to give up your job for this. जॉब छोड़ना पड़ेगा. वो तो बोला है महाप्रभु ने. क्या कर, जॉब छोड़ना पड़ेगा. कौन करेगा? महामंत्र. बराबर है. पैसा छोड़ना पड़ेगा सबको. घर छोड़ना पड़ेगा. नेटफ्लिक्स छोड़ना पड़ेगा. आज का वर्ल्ड कप नहीं देख सकते हो आप घर जाके. कौन है आज? इंडिया वर्सेस कौन है? बांग्लादेश है. नहीं देख सकते हो. ट्रू और फॉल्स? फॉल्स. ये सब कर सकते हो और इसी लाइफ टाइम में गो बैक टू. अभी ये कौन सा, ये तो बोनस है भाई. मुझे कुछ भी छोड़ना नहीं पड़ेगा और मैं फिर भी चला जाऊंगा भगवान के पास एट द एंड ऑफ दिस लाइफ टाइम. इस संसार में नहीं होगा. ये कौन सा मंत्र है भाई? ये दिस इज व्हिच मंत्र? हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र. दैट इज व्हाई इट्स कॉल्ड महामंत्र. इट्स नॉट जस्ट कॉल्ड एज एनी मंत्र. इट्स कॉल्ड महामंत्र बिकॉज इट हैज गॉट दैट power. Okay. So, and worship is very simple. Everything in Bhakti Yoga is what? Very simple. कुछ complicated करने के लिए बोला है किसी को? ऐसा पैर में ऐसा खड़े रहो, हिलना नहीं, बंदर के बारे में ना सोचना, कुछ नहीं है. Just sit and chant nicely. That's all. Why does it require good intelligence to take up this process of worship? What is written? Who has spotted it? Why does it require intelligence? Because, okay, I will explain because nobody is answering.
You'll not accept it. You'll not accept it that Lord Chaitanya is Krishna himself.
Correct. People will not accept it. Okay. It's not easy for everyone to accept. I remember I had a big fight with my wife. We were traveling from Yokohama. उसको मैंने वो उधर बिठाया था, जाइंट फेरिस व्हील घुमाया वाइफ को. This was in 2001 in Tokyo. So in Yokohama, from Yokohama we were coming back. We used to live in Tokyo. So we were coming back in the train and I was telling about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. हम लोग में तो नहीं है. First argument was what? हम लोग में नहीं है. मैं बोला तुम लोग कौन है भाई? हूँ गुजराती छू. तो मैं बोला गुजराती लोग को मालूम है क्या भगवान कौन है? ओके. मैं मदर ऑल्सो मेरा कर ला धीरे जरा तमिल में ही सर. मेरे को नहीं मालूम. ठीक है, मेरे को नहीं मालूम तो मेरे को तो बहुत कुछ नहीं मालूम है. When I was born, I didn't even know Isaac Newton. No. If somebody tell your child Isaac Newton, he will say मुझे क्या मालूम? Isaac Newton, like that. So if we don't, everything only which we know is true and something which I don't know is not true, is not logic. Correct? So we will know only when we study the scriptures. Okay. Now I will tell you. Open your Veda base. Go to Veda base. सीधा आपको उधर ही लेके जाता हूँ वर्ष पे. Go to श्रीमद् भागवतम. श्रीमद् भागवतम गए. इन श्रीमद् भागवतम गो टू कैंटो 11. कैंटो 11 गए. कैंटो 11 में गए. यस. इन कैंटो 11 गो टू चैप्टर 5. गए 5 पे. इन चैप्टर 5 you will find many verses. Click on 32. 3:2. Okay. Whoever has clicked, please raise your hand so I know that you have. Okay. Okay. Please read that. We will all chant that together now. Okay. Everyone, सबके पास है? Shall we chant? No. Cell phone नहीं है. You don't have phone. अच्छा ठीक है. Okay. Then you can chant with us. This is Srimad Bhagavatam.
Can you repeat?
Canto 11. 11.5.32. Canto 11, chapter 5, text number 32. 11:5:32. Everyone is okay? क्या लिखा है उधर? Okay, let's all repeat. कृष्ण वर्णम त्विषा कृष्णम सांगोपांगस्त्रपार्षदम् यज्ञै संकीर्तनप्रायैर् यजन्ति हि सुमेधसा. Translation: in the age of Kali, intelligent persons perform congregational chanting to worship the incarnation of Godhead, who constantly sings the names of Krishna. Although his complexion is not blackish, he is Krishna himself. He is accompanied by his associates, servants, weapons, and confidential companions. Who is saying this verse? Narad Muni is saying to Vasudev. Narad Muni is saying to Vasudev that Kali Yuga में तेरा बेटा क्या करेगा? आएगा. कैसा रहेगा दिखने में? कृष्ण वर्णम. कृष्ण वर्ण मतलब he will वर्णन करता ही रहेगा कृष्ण का, right? कृष्णा 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 like that. And Tvisa Akrishnam. Krishnam means black. Akrishnam means what? Opposite of that. Not black. That's why golden in color. And then what is that? Sangha, Upa Anga, Astra and Parshadam. Sangha means what? Pura associates ko leke aayenge. Upa Anga means he will bring his servants from the spiritual world. Then Astra means he will bring his weapons. That's why Sango, Panga, Astra, Parshadam. Parshad matlab kya? Confidential companions he will bring. And then what will he do here? Yajnai Sankirtana Praya. Which movement he will inaugurate? The Sankirtan movement. And Yajanti, who will worship the Sankirtan movement? Who is Sumedasa. Sumedasa matlab means what? Intelligent persons. What is the opposite of Sumedasa? Alpa Medasa. Alpa Medasa means jiska buddhi pavli kam hai upar. Okay, that is called as what? Alpa Medasa. So the intelligent people will get in touch with this movement. This is just one praman I am giving you. There are hundreds and thousands like that. All of you have heard Vishnu Sahasranamam by any chance?
Yes.
Suna? Yes. How does it start? Yes. How does Vishnu Sahasranamam? Somebody watch. Shuklam Varadaram Vishnum Sashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantayet Vyasam Vashishthanaptaram Shakte Pautramakalmasham. This is Vishnu Sahasranam. Usme there is one verse which comes. Suvarna Varna Hemango. Ever heard this? Varnangas Chandanangadihi. Suvarna Varna Hemango. That is predicted. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance is predicted in that verse. Okay? In Vishnu Sahasranam. Right? Suvarna Varna mein aayenge. Suvarna Varna means what? What will be his complexion? Golden complexion mein Krishna will come. Suvarna Varna Hemanga. Right? Varnangas Chandanangadihi. Like that. So, what is the time now? Okay, 9:02. So what we will do? We will carry this. थोड़ा 2 मिनट खाली 2 मिनट का साइलेंस बस 2 मिनट का साइलेंस ओके सो वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट we'll continue this because this is a very important purport so we will continue this and we will take various aspects of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu we'll study in detail ये चैतन्य महाप्रभु कौन है और क्यों ऐसे हैं we will study that in the next week okay all right so we'll stop here because I don't want to hurry it up so खत्म करते हैं Again, gentle reminder before we wind up. One is my wife. Where is she? उनको यमुना लीला को बुलाइए. She is announcements. Still announcements करना है. Okay. Just bear with us for one more minute. One more minute, Prabhu.
She's coming. She's.
Huh? Tell her Abhishek Prabhu is calling. जल्दी जल्दी आने को बोला. Govinda. Okay. So, by the time she comes, what is my side of request and announcement? I will forget all other announcements, I'm sure. But please invite Srimad Bhagavatam to your house. It's a plea. Okay. The request, it's a plea. You will realize what you have done later on. So I will request Prabhuji and Mataji to come. Is Zarna Mataji around? She's inside. Can you call her, please? एक मिनट. What do you tell in Gujarati? यहाँ आइए, अय्या, अय्या आओ. इकड़ा बुक माड़ी, देखो, whatever. Okay, ये भागवतम आप हमको दीजिए. You have to do it. Okay. लीजिए. So, where is Neha Mataji and Atul Prabhu? Is collected from Zarna Mataji.
I'm not qualified to give you Prabhuji, but since the orders have come, I have to just execute.
Hare Krishna. एक उनको एक इनको. ये पूरा बॉक्स आप ही का है वैसा. हरे कृष्णा. This will 100% change your life. 1% भी डाउट नहीं है उसमें. So wish you a happy study of Srimad Bhagavatam. Thank you Zarna Mataji for inspiring them so beautifully to accept Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, so this is the entire box of Srimad Bhagavatam. So request if anyone is inspired, kindly give your names to Yamuna Lila. Okay. Thank you. Yes, कोई और था announcement? हाँ वो आ ही नहीं रही ना, मैं क्या करूँ? बीवी को we can only request, है कि नहीं? Okay, we'll say the prayers in the meantime. At least वो लोग कर लेंगे. महाप्रसादे गोविंदे, नमो ब्राह्मणे वैष्णवे, स्वल्प पुण्यवतं राजन्, विश्वासो नैव जायते, शरीर विद्याजाल, जडेन्द्रियताहे काल, जीवे फैले विषय सागरे, तारा मध्य जीवाहति, लोभोमय सुदुर्मति, ताके जेता कठिन संसारे, कृष्ण बड़ो दयामय, सोई बारे जीव जाय, स्वप्रसाद न दिलो भाई, से नमृत पाओ, राधा कृष्ण गुण गाओ, प्रेमे दाको श्री चैतन्य निताय, जय निमाय जय निताय, जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य, प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर, श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे.